Hello, my name is Karen McDevitt, and I teach in the Department of Communication. I have been teaching here for, 10, 12, 15 years, a long time. And I teach the new media courses, the new media theory and new media practices courses, which are actually the two key classes for the graduate certificate in communication and new media. I also teach old media, which consists of media criticism and film studies. So I am through and through a media geek, and I love it. Most of my classes are taught online, even more media. And I really find that the online classroom allows for very meaningful conversations, which surprises some people who have not been involved in online education. The key is that everyone online has a voice, and all voices are equal online. We have a great program that is called the Graduate Certificate in New Media and Communication. I teach the two core courses. One is New Media Theory, the other is New Media Practices. And we cover everything from social media, which is usually the first thing people consider when they're talking about new media. But there's much more. Most of the studies we are looking at right now have to do with mobile communication. The fact that we are texting instead of calling, and we are sharing video very freely on our mobile devices changes the way we relate to one another and to culture at large. And it's very exciting to be studying all of this as it's emerging. It doesn't get much better. So one of the things that I've been privileged to do over the past 10 years is to work hand in hand with the Detroit Film Theater at the Detroit Institute of Arts. And we have some great programs over there, but not only that, we've been able to tie it in with our studies here at Wayne State, and in particular with our film program in the Department of Communication. We have also benefited from Bob and Maggie Allisey. Bob Allison has donated monies for us to create a chair in media studies, and we've been really fortunate over the past few years to bring in people like Richard Chew, who was the editor of Star Wars and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I Am Sam, a great person who worked with students for a whole semester. We brought in Julie Dash, whose Daughters of the Dust film is now at the registered with the National Registry. The most recent guest we've had, Amy J. Moore, was producer for HBO's #1 Ladies Detective Agency, and she's currently working on a feature film called Coney Wars that's going to take place in Detroit. So we have these special artists come in. They work with students for a semester. It's great. We had a major coup this year. In January, we brought in Frederick Weissman. And Weissman is probably the most prolific documentarian of all times. His 40 films have covered everything from high school to at Berkeley, Titicut Follies, his most recent National Gallery. He also was able to come stay here with us and work with students. We then coupled with the DFT, with the Detroit Film Theater, showed his newest film, worked with curator Elliot Wilhelm, who also co-taught the class with Mr. Weissman, and a tremendous once-in-a-lifetime experience for our students. I also want to tell you that I am a graduate of Wayne State University, and there's this term called non-traditional student. I was called a non-traditional student for 21 years, which is how long it took me to finish my bachelor's degree. I am not embarrassed to say that. I am quite proud to say that, as I am proud of my students who work, who have families, and yet make a commitment to take a class, to work hard, and to get to where they want to be no matter what it takes. I see that every single day, and I admire it. I know what it takes. When I completed my bachelor's, I had started my own business. I had had a child. I had been married. I had been divorced. I had been remarried. Yeah, life goes on. But school is so important and can add so much to one's life that you have to keep at it no matter what. no matter what it takes. If it's a class at a time, 2 classes at a time, it's worth it. I'm here to tell you it's worth it. And when I did finish, I went right straight through for my master's and my PhD. Here at Wayne State, I actually was able to do an interdisciplinary PhD, so that I was able to combine coursework from all over the university, which benefited me greatly from my studies in communication, in new media, and in gender studies. So the opportunities are up to you. It's what you make of it and how you apply yourself. The resources are here, the faculty are here to help, and we have a passion for learning, a passion for sharing.